All right, in this section, we're going to go ahead and create the player node. We're going to start off creating a new node for the player. We're then going to add a sprite, collision shape, and an area 2D for the player. We're also going to create a couple animations, such as idle, walking, and in air. Now let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, let's go ahead and get started creating the player. So let's go ahead, we're going to create a new node for the player. Let's right click, add child node, and we're going to use a character body 2D. Let's change the name to player. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and put the player into a starting position, like right over here. Let's then go ahead, let's give them a sprite. So let's go ahead, right click, add child node, sprite 2D. Let's locate our player sprite we want to use. I'm going to use the green alien. So let's find the idle one for the default one, which should be about here. Perfect. Let's take this one. Awesome. Now the player is a little big, so I'm going to shrink them just a bit. So let's take that sprite 2D, make it a 0.8 just like we did for the spikes. Awesome. I'm going to move the entire player up just a little bit. All right. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to add the collision shape. So let's go ahead, add child node. We're going to add a collision shape. This is going to be like the body of the player. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a capsule. And I'm going to go ahead, adjust it to about the player's size. Just like about this. And then let's move it down. Perfect. Maybe up a little bit. Or we could go like that. Perfect. All right. Now we did an area 2D. Let's go ahead, add that area 2D. This is kind of like the hitbox. Let's go ahead, add a collision shape for that. Perfect. Let's also give that a capsule. And I'm going to go ahead, make this like a red one. Let's go ahead and make it about the same size, but a little bigger because we need it to poke out of it. So let's go ahead, let's do like that. And then down a bit. And then just move the whole thing down a little bit. Perfect. It's a little tall, I think, so I might shrink it just a bit. And then again, let's move it down just a bit. Let's go like there. Perfect. Awesome. All right, looks good there. I like it. We can also give them a little camera so we can like track the follow movement. Let's go ahead, add child node, camera 2D. And let's go ahead. I'm going to make the camera up a little bit. Let's go like that. Perfect. Let's go ahead, turn on position smoothing, leave it at 5 speed. I think that'll be okay. Perfect. All right. Now we just need to give them some animations. So let's go ahead, add child node. Let's create animation player. All right, so we're going to have 3 different animations, idle, walking, and in air. It's up to you which animations you want to use. I'm going to go ahead, though, create the idle one first. And we're simply just going to keep the current one we have on it. So you can go ahead, select sprite 2D, just keep the current one, hit create, perfect, and we can make that a loop. Awesome. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to create another one. So new, we're going to call this walking. Perfect. And for the walking one, I'm going to use the one where he's kind of like moving forward and backward, which I think is, let's see, is it this one? Yep, so it's going to be this one and this one. Perfect. Let's have that one first. Oops, we'll make sure you actually drag and drop it on the sprite. So go ahead, put it over here. Save that, perfect. Then let's go ahead, do 0.2. Let's get the other one. Drag and drop it in there, perfect. Save that one, and then let's do 0.4. And then put the original one back there, perfect. And save that. Make the whole thing, let's do that like 0.4. Perfect. Make it a loop. Go ahead, hit play, and you can see them moving now. Perfect. Awesome. All right, looks good there. That's the walking one. Now let's go ahead and do the in air. So I'm just going to call this, let's just call this in air. For in air, I'm simply going to use this one where he's kind of like jumping forward, which should be, let's see. I think it's like one of these. Yep, there we go. Let's go ahead, drag and drop this in here. Let's save that and create, perfect. Keep it on loop, and there we go. Awesome. Let's save those changes. Let's go ahead, back to the idle one, and we should be looking good. Let's save what we got.